G'day YouTube, my name's Lance. Welcome to Bundy Bear's Shed. Well, the weather report. Well, look, 22 to 30, but it's humid, very humid. There was a cyclone off the coast, I can't even think of his bloody name now, and it petered out over Fraser Island, but the tropical low left over from the cyclone, it come across and it'd probably come in a little bit south of Bundaberg by the look of it, but we had, actually I raced home Thursday afternoon to do the mowing because everyone was saying that the Higgins storm chasing that I follow, they reckon Friday it was going to come in. So I thought, right, I need to finish this mowing off. So I got some done earlier in the week. I finished it off Thursday. And Friday afternoon and night we got about 75 mils of rain, and yesterday, which was Saturday morning, in between 6 and 10 a.m. we got 102. So that's around 180 millimetres of rain, give or take. So 7 inches in the imperial system, and yeah, look, that's a heap of rain. The dams are overflowing full, the tanks out the back are all overflowing. The house tanks are overflowing, so it's a sunny day today, but it's sunny, then the clouds come out, then it's sunny again, and it's humid. I'm sweating away, and this is just a new shirt. I've just spent the whole morning cleaning the shed, picking up the junk. Yeah, you just get a bit of litter on the floor, you know, bits and pieces that you haven't swept up, and so I swept out. Then I pressure cleaned the floor this morning, and oh, wringing wet, not from the pressure cleaner, just the heat. And so I've just gone up, dried off, put a new shirt on to do the stew, and it's starting to bleed through sweat now, so it's bloody muggy. But yeah, look, that was good. The big tank out the back there, it was overflowing that much that it was coming down the side of the shed, and it was actually coming up over the concrete slab. So yesterday I jumped in and I hopped up where the downpipes were going into the tank, and probably bloody funny to watch. I lifted one of the downpipes up. I wanted to get it out of the tank, and there's two come in, one from the left, one from the front, and one from the back of the shed. And I wanted to get them out of the tank because the two big pipes going in, it was flowing back out the inlet, and yeah, it was just it was coming down that quick that it wasn't sort of looking after it, you know, it couldn't handle it properly. So I climbs up the ladder, gets up and grabs this bloody pipe and brings it up, and the top of the tank's got like wedges of cheese sort of ribs in it, and I wanted to get it up and over one of them to direct the water away from banging on the shed wall, just to get it away. But as I was twisting it around, which I've done in the past, the bloody thing broke and up at the elbow, 5 metres off the ground. I was only about 2 or 3 metres off the ground. Anyway, yeah, it broke, and so I had nothing to hang on to. I was hanging on to it, trying to push it. I had nothing to hang on to, and I went to grab the ladder and stepped back. But then, of course, I had my thongs on. My thong got caught in the ladder, and arse overhead, I landed on my back on the ground. So anyway, not to worry. They were fat enough to bounce. Yeah, so, and there was a heap of water and shit there, mud and crap, so I just went whoppo into that. And I thought, God, wonder if I can hop up. But anyway, I hopped up, no problem at all. And so, yeah, probably not one of my finer moments. But anyway, I got the pipes out of the tank, and then because we have the bush behind the tank, I've got a few steel piles out the back with just handy junk in it. But what happens is when we have a big rain, it washes all the leaves and they jam up in the bits of steel, so that picks the whole level up and it comes into the shed. So I was outside in the rain making little tracks through that, and look, I only did it a fortnight ago, I suppose, but with the wind and that, the leaves coming down onto the pile, it just blocked it up. So once I got the water from going into the tank, directed away, and I put a bit of plywood down, you know, where it was coming off the gutter, right up the top now. Yeah, I put a bit of ply there to direct it away, and then when I opened up a track for the water to get out, it come around the end there, and it was just pouring down. So I have got a bit of footage of that. I'll put, not me falling down, but of just the rain, yeah, yesterday. Yeah, while it was pissing down rain, you can't hear a bloody thing in the shed here. And I had the radio on, and you got someone talking to you, Jude comes up, you cannot hear each other. So anyway, I took a couple of quick films we'll pop on the end of the stew for that. So anyway, that come good. But this morning, because we got plenty of water at the moment, I thought, well, right, I need to bother to take the time, and I need to lay under this TE20 and pop the hydraulic pump up and things like that. But it was just dusty and dirty, so I took the time and I degreased the floor and tidied everything up nicely, and then pressure cleaned the whole show out. So at the moment there's little wet patches on the floor, which is adding to the humidity, but that's all right. Doesn't matter, hey. We'll get there. Yesterday afternoon when the rain stopped, I actually got a chance to play with these lift cylinders, and look, possibly this next week sometime the video will be out on that, and what I think the problem is and what the problems are. So, and mostly the problem is that they make one cylinder for an 8N Ford tractor that is close enough to work on the TEA, TED, TEF, etc. T20s, but only up to serial number 280 something thousand. And the aftermarket company, Steiner in America, actually puts the serial number brake, but it's no good for after that. But all the other companies that I can see don't put a serial number brake, and they probably need to. So we're going to, this is the Sparex cylinder. I've got the drill here later, and we're going to actually drill that hole out to 1/2 inch to go with this cylinder. And we're just going to, on the video, it's just what you can do to make the early cylinder fit the later tractors, which it's not really supposed to, but what do? You know, the tractors are 70 years old, and there is something that'll do the job. It's not a perfect fit, but you can make it fit with a little bit of ingenuity and engineering. Yeah, some people are handy, and they don't mind making an adjustment or something, and other people throw their hands in the air and this is bloody shit, doesn't fit, and all that. So I've started work on a document to put where we sell these on our website. There's going to be a link to a document, and we'll be explaining that before this serial number it'll bolt straight on, after that serial number it won't. So, and a couple of little things that will make it fit, but you have to be a bit handy. We're not going to do it. I thought originally I might have bought these cylinders in and machined them all myself, but look, it's just another job, and most people, if they got the lift cylinder off and they're doing all their hydraulics up, they should be capable of drilling a 1/2 inch hole and taking a little bit off the bolt or something like that. They should be capable of that. So the problem I spoke of last week with the spring not sitting right, I've worked out now that if you put a 1/4 inch hole just into where the other hole goes through, that sits nicely. You can fit it nicely, so it all works good. Goes in and comes out until you have a camera. There you go. So that sits there nicely. That's what we need to see. So I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you can see that. The camera's a bit over today. I don't know why, it just is. So the only tractor fiddling, apart from last weekend, I sorted out a lot of parts again still. So I need to finish off some of that this week. But I'm going to pop the hydraulic pump up underneath the TE20. I'm not going to film that, it's just doing up 9 bolts. And I like to do it like that because when you bring the top down, you can have the control valve sitting sideways and bring the top down, and then just fiddle and line the control valve up. I find if you've got the arms up there already, then you put the pump up, and that, I don't know, I just thought it gets in the road for me. So we'll be looking at that anyway and see. But yeah, apart from that, not a lot is happening. We're really busy through the week. Yeah, I think Thursday, Friday, I got in there a bit after 5 AM just to try and keep going. And some afternoons about 4 o'clock I'd shoot off though, just to try and jump on the mower and get the mowing done. So big days. Monday tomorrow, it's Sunday now, Monday tomorrow, which is normally a stew day. That's normally when I film the stew and do the videos of the tractors and bits and pieces like that. I try to. I make it a work day, but at home here, oh shit, I forgot me bloody, here's me scratching me bloody microphone. But yeah, with that busy, I won't have Monday off this week. I'll just have to go in, and I've got to drop the Land Cruiser down to Toyota to get a fix done on it, and it's a product improvement really. And what it is, they got to reflash the computer, and apparently on the Land Cruisers, the airbag is set to go off at a certain impact. And what they're finding is out Western Queensland and that, when there's a kangaroo strike, bang, the airbag goes off. So they're actually setting it so it takes more impact to set the airbag off, because apparently with insurance companies, once the airbag goes off, the car's a write-off. You can't do anything with it. And but yeah, some cars are perfectly all right. They've got a bit of a ding in the front, but the airbag went off, and so they got to scrub them. But so they brought out a fix now. They're just going to reflash the computer for me. They said to me at the time, they said, have you had a flash tune on this? You know, have you taken it somewhere to hot it up? And I was, no, I haven't. And they said, oh, that's good, because when they reflash it, they actually reprogram the entire system on the Land Cruiser. So not only do they pick up the impact pressure that the airbag goes off, so it's a bit more of a substantial hit. And main thing is, because Land Cruiser usually got bull bars and all that on, so they can take a fair old bunto. So, but yeah, they overwrite the whole computer. So the benefit of that is, if there's any little factory fixes in the computer, well, they'll be doing it. So that's tomorrow. I've got to have it over there all day. They got onto me because I haven't done a service. I did my own at home here. I changed the oil at 1,080 kilometres, put LSA in, LSA, the synthetic LSA 530, I think it is, 530, can't remember, 530 I think it is. And I put that in, and then they said, oh, you know, you got fixed price servicing. So I said, oh, all right. So it's going to cost $340 for any service for 5 or 6 years. So I thought, well, while it's in getting that done, the handbrake needs adjusting up. That's a warranty thing. I'll get them to do they don't do the 10,000 kilometres. It's only done 9,500 kilometres. They do the 20,000 because of time. So they do more. And I said, yeah, look, just do it. And the benefit to me with that is that they stamp the book and all that sort of thing. So if you ever go to sell the car, it has yeah, factory logbook services and things like that. So, but where you're supposed to have one every 6 months, because of the way I use the vehicle, once every 12 months. So look, I think I'll keep getting it done every 12 months, and I might sneak one in the middle there somewhere. So, so that'll be interesting. So that's got to go away to Toyota tomorrow. So yeah, I'll get Judy to drop me off, and I'll go to work for the day. And then when that's finished, I might knock off. But with Ross still away, and it's really busy. Like, the phone's just running hot. Everyone must be home doing tractors and things like that. And so yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, people bloody they wish for businesses like we have. So yeah, we're just very fortunate. So but yeah, we have Nicole and Alan, Judy, and myself on deck. So we're getting things done. Yeah, usually Monday's a lot of packaging and things like that. But normally we can work one person down. But we're just getting a bit, not behind, but we need to catch up a little bit. So we'll see. Okay, that's about it for the moment. I've got the gasket set here. I've got the Sparex S61504 gasket set for putting the hydraulic pump under the tractor. Now I've cleaned the floor. It's nice and clean under there. I'm going to give the bolts and the hydraulic pump mounting bolts a wash, and I'll probably put a bit of aviation cement there. I'm not going to putting the pump up. I'm just going to pop it up. I have a PDO seal to do and a few other jobs, but with the COVID lockdowns and all the bullshit going on, I was hoping to take this tractor down to Brendamere 18th of March weekend, but boy, look, I'm keen to go, but I'm just not really sure, you know, whether we should be going or not. Allara, which is south of Toowoomba in Queensland, Allara has a bloody terrific machinery show on the Australia Day weekend, which is 26th of January. I think it was the weekend before this time, the 20th maybe. But they have a great show, and we haven't been for a few years. Last time we went was 2013 actually, because that was when we got flooded, and it's 7.5 hours drive from here. And Jude said, "Oh, bugger that, we're not going away so far again this time of year." So I haven't been able to get Jude to go, but I might, well, when it's on, I might sort of scoot over one weekend again. But Allara has been canned. It's been put off because of COVID. They reckon we're going to have a COVID spike the end of January. So perhaps we will, perhaps we won't, who knows. Just see what happens. Oh, I got to front up to the doctor on Wednesday and get my COVID booster. So I've had the 2 shots, the AstraZeneca one, the early one, and yeah, they're saying to have the booster, and with my asthma and all that, I've chosen to do it. I think it'll be a sensible thing to do. So anyway, we'll see. But anyway, look, that's it. Not a lot to film because sorting parts and washing the shed with a pressure cleaner and falling off the ladder, well, that might be comical. But yeah, there's not a lot of interest there. But stay tuned. I'll pop a little clip on of the rain yesterday. They're only short and sweet. And we'll catch you next week. Thanks for dropping by. See ya. Yeah, where is that? Have a look in the trailer.